Hey, it's Russ from the Infectious Groove Podcast and Vinyl Channel. Today I'm going to do another one of these that qualifies for both for our Thursday videos. This one is not only a rare piece of vinyl, but it's also special to me, coming right up. Before I get into the focus of today's video, you know I gotta say, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the red subscribe button, it helps the channel out a great deal. Even if you don't want to subscribe to the channel, the likes help out a great deal, and the comments matter more to me than anything. So if you have any comments on this particular record or Whitney in general, please leave them below. Would love to hear from you. This particular piece of vinyl is the one that I chose for today's rare or special pressing, and for me, it does qualify as both. Huge Whitney Houston fan. There's not a lot I can say about her that hasn't already been said. If you clicked on this video for the rare vinyl aspect of it, I'll get into that. If you clicked on the video because you're a Whitney Houston fan, nothing that I'm going to say is going to be revelatory to you in any way, shape, or form. It's not going to be anything that you've never heard said about her before. This particular piece is one of those items that was available for Record Store Day for a short period of time. And Record Store Day pieces, even with an artist that is as popular as Whitney Houston is, are just a rare thing. They're weird. Sometimes you go in a record store 6-7 months after Record Store Day and you see something like this just sitting there on the shelf. Other times everything is bought up immediately, even with high numbers. This is one that I don't know if I didn't look at the Record Store Day list close enough on the year it came out, but I was unaware that it was even available for Record Store Day. And a couple of weeks after Record Store Day, I just happened to be in my local store and saw it just up on the new release wall and thought, well, I'll take a live Whitney album, you know, even if it's just a collection, which we'll get into, of TV appearances and some unreleased concert stuff. I'll take that. I love Whitney, love her voice. I'd love a live album. So I picked it up, and very cool package, of course. Great picture of Whitney. Tells you all about the sources of everything. It's on the inner sleeves, and then there's a little bit of a note from who it was produced by, which is, of course, Clive Davis. And then the actual back of it has the track list and tells you where every single performance is from. And the vinyl itself is cool because both LPs are on a lavender purple-ish. It actually almost looks translucent in this light, but it's not. It's a solid lavender purplish color, and overall it's just a nice package, and it does sound good. But this is one that I turned around twice and couldn't believe how much the price skyrocketed, and I am fully aware of how much Record Store Day prices can go up, but I just, because I picked this up several weeks afterwards and so on, I was just very surprised. I would love to see them reissue this at least on black vinyl, maybe just leave the lavender or purple aspect of it being the Record Store Day piece, because there are some really good performances here. Now, some of the things on here, they were limited by the source, like the early stuff on here, like How Will I Know, One Moment in Time, because of the source material that they had to work with, like they were like originally televised events. They don't sound the best. It's really as you move on into the rest of the LP that it gets quite a bit better. There are some from, like Whitney did a concert in South Africa. There's some cuts on here from that. For me, the big centerpiece of this record is there is a stunning medley on side C that includes in it I Have Nothing, which is my personal favorite Whitney Houston song. There's a fantastic version of I Will Always Love You, of course, and then her version of the national anthem from the Super Bowl here in the US back in the early 90s is included as well. So the only downside to this, if you are a Whitney collector and you're looking into getting it, even though the price is exorbitant now, the only downside is some of the material sourcing doesn't lead to the greatest sound quality. Having said that, if you're a Whitney collector, you're probably going to want to own it anyways. If you are a casual Whitney fan, I wouldn't pay what the aftermarket price is on this, but if they do reissue it in another way, or some of these same performances come in another way, I would definitely tell you to pick it up. If for nothing else, the second record, the sourcing to my ears sounds far better than the sourcing on everything from the first LP. So that's just a little bit of a rundown. Some of these rare or special pressing videos are longer than others. With Whitney, she has so much has already been said about her that I don't feel like I need to go on in great detail about what her voice was and how amazing of a performer she was. That's a little bit about this guy right here. Once again, hopefully this is the video that earned your subscription. If not, please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of Whitney or this release or both. Thanks for watching.